Welcome to Ruminations. Today we are going to talk about something slightly psychological, slightly spiritual, kind of a mix, but the importance of gratitude in our lives and the attitude of gratitude. There's a lot of research now that shows that those people who have a sense of what they are taking from others, from the world, and from other individuals in their lives, those with a sense of gratitude are much happier, have a much more positive lifestyle. And my own research, almost 30 years of psychological work, shows that those people are less prone to depression if they are more mindful of the contributions that other people have made into their lives. I'm going to talk about three groups of people, and once you're done listening to me, I actually want you to sit down with paper and pencil and write down what comes to mind. I'll indicate the things that I want you to think about. And then in the days to follow, I want you to stay in that frame of mind to notice these things. The first group is much easier. It's your parents, what they taught you, the values, the emotions, the emotional contribution, the memories that you have, specific times, moments spent with them. What is it that comes to mind? The key elements. Your friends, other family members, friends, teachers, elders that you may have borrowed things from. These are people that you have known in your life. It's relatively easier. Usually we are more mindful of it. The second group is writers, poets, thinkers that you have borrowed a lot from, that had a huge impact on how you see the world, how you see yourself, how you see others around you, your relationships. Be mindful of that. And the fact that they shared their lives and their lives' learnings with us and how they have contributed to our lives. Very important to be aware of that and to be thankful for that. If I think of for myself, for example, Rumi, Bulleh Shah, Herman Hesse, Chief Seattle, Faiz Ahmad Faiz, many people come to mind. But that's different for everyone. So think about who your life has been enriched by. It's not just thinking. Artists, John Lennon, musicians, who are the people who brought joy into your life, to your heart. And be grateful for that. I was just listening to a discussion between Einstein and Tagore, sitting in a small room talking to each other, both dead long before I was born. But what pleasure to have access to their conversation. And this is the third group that I want to talk about, that we need to be mindful of. There are thousands of people behind my ability to sit and look at this discussion and be part of this discussion between great minds. Martin Luther King's speech, I have access to that now. I'm from a generation where I remember times when we didn't have television, and then the beginnings of television in Pakistan when I was growing up. And how many thousands of movies I have at my fingertips now. And walking around with a touch screen that I can access all kinds of life that went by before I was born. These are miracles, and this is one lifetime that I've seen this in. And there are thousands of people who worked day and night tirelessly, doing research, developing things, and what pleasure they have brought into our lives. I am away from my family, another country, and I spend at least an hour every day talking to my parents with a video conference. To be able to see my father, to see my mother every day is without spending a penny. It's such a pleasure. The fact that I can talk to my father today on video chat is also 25 years ago he had his first heart attack. The fact that he's alive today is because of three stents in his heart, around his heart, that keep blood goes in and out of his heart because of that. The kind of research I know that goes into developing these things, one needs to be so grateful for what our lives today give us. So, gratefulness in our everyday interactions, in what we borrow in terms of thoughts and ideas, and to thousands who have contributed to our lives. A sense of gratitude towards life. That is what I want you to actually sit down and write about. Next session, we're going to talk about what we offer to the world, our own gifts, finding them and then working that out later on. But really take a paper and pencil and do this exercise. And in the days to follow, please stay in that frame of mind. So you start noticing how little things of how others are contributing to your life. If you haven't subscribed to Ruminations, please do so, and I'll see you in future.